I watched that Nuremberg movie last night with Russell Crowe. Being of Jewish descent, and it's always hard one to watch. But being someone who's always been a little different than everyone else, that makes it hard to watch too. People always tend to go along with things. That's kind of what people do. They just go along with stuff. People will rise to power any way they can and justify having more than anyone else very easily. There's been a lot of studies on that out of various intellectual places that kind of always say the same thing, that once people get more than someone else, they tend to justify it and feel deserving of it, probably because they didn't have much for a while, you know. But the thing that struck me about that movie Nuremberg the most was how little of the story they really told. You know, they focused more on dramatization and, you know, sensationalism and predictable archetypes. Like, oh, the girl, the good-looking wife, and the kid, and oh, you know, the doctor who doesn't really do as he's told, and no one's a Christian, or no one believes in God, and all those kinds of things. You know, why didn't they go into the, you know, the utilization of propaganda and methods by Nazis used in Western democracies to facilitate effective control of the citizens of those states and places? They go more into the actual techniques of propaganda and othering, because isn't that how they stayed in power and rose up? Because they did an us against them dynamic that was extremely effective. Those people are doing okay. The Jews, they stick together. They're doing okay. You guys aren't. Let's get them. You know, we could. Instead, they wanted to do undertones and make it about like the actual trials themselves or something. I don't know. There's a lot more atrocities that happen too than the camps. There's a lot worse than that too.